Oh, testing. Testing. Ah, there we go. Hello and welcome. I'm Metamonen and I'll be broadcasting round 6 of the GTE Sunday series to be hosted at Long Beach tonight. So let's get right into business. So we'll see the point scenario after the first 5 rounds. We got 3 rounds left. This is the last feature round of the series, and then the last 2 races, race 7, race 8, will both be endurance races, so double points for them in terms of race points, not qualifying or fastest lap points, just race points. So this is what we got so far without the drop round. So Ty Morgo sits quite comfortably at the top with a 14 point advantage over someone awesome who is on 115 points. You got Angry Old Fella. He'll be missing out on tonight's race, but that will count as his drop round for the feature rounds. He sees himself on 112. Morningstar Mike in P4, 101 points. Heck in P5, he's made a lot of ground the past few weeks, and he sees himself on 85 points. And we got Carmichael. A streak of 3 4th placings in a row sees him on 82 points in P6. Exo missed out on last week, but that will more than likely count as his drop round. He sees himself on 69 points. Scrappy, not going to make it tonight. He's on 65. The Chapo is a maybe tonight, 50-50. He's in P9 on 43 points. We got BP, 29. Brett Want, 22. Mike, 20. And Hawks on 18 points. So let's get the live scenes where the guys are in a 10-minute practice session. We've only got 4 guys on the grid right now, but we have a few more to join, so shouldn't be too far off, that's for sure. So we're on board with the championship leader, Ty Morgo, getting chase for you. He's in the Ferrari. He's had some good pace, wicked pace rather, as of recently. 1:17.3. I'd at least expect us a 1:16 flat to challenge for pole tonight. Very deep on the brakes in the turn 1. Misses the apex ever so slightly. Has to really get it to a stop at the chicane near the roundabout in the fountain. A lot of understeer through the first section of the staircase. So scrape the one exit, someone awesome. P2, 1:18.6. 1.3 seconds off the pace at this stage. It's a very difficult track, especially around some of the very slow corners, very bumpy on exit. So accelerator input is going to have to be taken very seriously tonight amongst the drivers. So they can't accelerate full 100% out of these corners, especially in this section here. It's a very fast second, third gear corner in that fast left-hander in the last sector. It depends on how you take it. Is this going to be an improvement for Ty Morgo? It is, with a 1:17.2. Go on board with someone awesome who's just recorded a 1:17.1 and picked Ty Morgo off of P1 at this stage. Both completely different manufacturers. Someone awesome in the Ford GT. As I mentioned before, Ty Morgo in the Ferrari, and they're only separated by 8/100, so very close. This could be an early taste for qualifying, that's for sure. We got Heck with a 1:22.8 in P3, but he's going to have to find a lot of time out that lap. We'll stay on board with someone awesome, and then we'll quickly jump to Heck. We've had a couple more join the lobby now. Exo and Morningstar Mike. And we got a newcomer in Black Wildcats tonight as well. Currently in P6. He's out on track. He's in the pits right now. So he'll be looking to mix up the order, if you will. I'm not sure on Black Wildcat's pace, but he is very fast, so I would expect him to be challenging for the top spots. And someone awesome goes faster with a 16.9 at the time. Morgo, 2 100s down on that time, a 1:16.94. This is very close between these two. First and second in the championship. We're on board with Heck. Last lap he got a 1:20 flat, so he's improved on that last lap time. He is also on the Ferrari. Carmichael has joined the lobby. So he gets it pulled up at the hairpin. No wheel spin on exit. What does this do for him? It's a 1:19.6. Still 2.7 seconds off the pace. So he looks to be returning the pit lane. I'm on board with Morningstar Mike now. He's fourth in the championship. Be looking for a good result tonight. And he goes P3 with a 1:17.1. He could move over top of Angry Old Fella tonight as well. So there's a lot at stake for Morningstar Mike, and he's in the wall there. But a 1:17.1, not too shabby from him. On board with Black Wildcats, he's in the Chevy. Newcomer. So he gets it pulled up at turn 1. Very deep braking zone. Very smooth. Very smooth operator at this stage. Hitting the apexes perfectly there. And really taking care of the accelerator input on the slow corner exits. He's got a lot of skill, Black Wildcats. Went a little bit wide at that left-hander there, but it's very in variation of different race lines there, so it might be one of those. We have Machapo joining. So we've got 2 minutes left in his practice session. Any extra practice before the actual qualifying session is valuable, but Black Wildcat slightest bit wide. That cost him a lot of time, I'd say. He lost the rear. He only just gathered it on corner exit. We'll see where this puts him. Puts him P4 with 1:17.8. So there's some quick times at this stage. So Carmichael, he looks to be on a hot lap now. Not sure about EXO. He's been out for a while. I think EXO is up ahead. And that is confirmed. That is EXO right up ahead of Carmichael. Looking very smooth from Carmichael. He's looking to keep that streak of 4 placings or better. He's been a quiet achiever in the past few weeks, so he's one of our biggest movers at this stage in the championship. And he might be able to surprise a few come the Enduros as well. He seemed to really get the hang of this Aston Martin. Probably not at the hairpin, a bit of understeer, but you know that's quite a hard hairpin to get around. So P6, 1:23.8 for Carmichael. Now we're on board with EXO, who's went way too deep under brakes. Now I don't know if Machapo is going to have enough time. I think this is an outlap from him. So we'll go on board with Morningstar Mike. He almost lost it into the first corner. He only just held on to the rear of the car. Looking smooth now. Missed the apex. See if he recovers here. Slightly wide, but that's alright. He's 2 tenths down from the best time from someone awesome, 1:16.9. So top 2, you're in the pits. You see Black Wildcats, he's in P4, 1:17.8 still. And he's still on track now, he's in the pits. So we've still got Machapo and EXO out on track, but I don't think they can record a lap time. Well, a hot lap anyway. It'll be like an out lap time. So the only one that can improve, even though this is in qualifying, it's a good form guide heading into the qualifying. You want want to see who's got the pace and who's slightly off. And at this stage, our usual culprits are at the top. So no surprise there. No improvement there for Morningstar Mike. The Chapo has returned to the pits. This is an outlap for Exo. I think it will count as a lap time, but it won't be a hot lap, so there'll be no indication whatsoever if that's going to determine his qualifying pace. And he's returned the pit lane. So even though I don't have to go for a run through the practice results, we got someone awesome results as of recently. He's in good form at the moment, 1:16.9, 2 100ths away his time will go. Morningstar Mike P3, Black Wildcats P4, Heck P5, Carmichael P6, Machapo P7, and Exorcist P8. So we're going into the 20-minute qualifying session now. So Project Cars must know that Ty Morgo's championship leader, because it always makes me spectate him as soon as we go on to the next session. And he's going out. He's he's the first to jump, so he'll have a clear track. Someone awesome's out. He's trying to follow Ty Morgo, I reckon. He's trying to get in the slipstream and use him as a slingshot down the main straight. So I reckon a bit of strategy there from when someone awesome came out of the pits. Chapo's out. Black Wildcats is also out of the pits. And we see the final guys exiting pit lane, but we still have Carmichael and Exo. Might be making changes to their car setups. I know for Carmichael, he seemed a bit unsettled with his car in that practice session, so maybe making a couple of changes to help with the overall stability around the slow corners and the understeer that was experienced at the hairpin. So Exo's come down pit lane. Ty Morgo, he's almost finished in the second sector. On the notorious chase view on this channel. Very smooth on the accelerator input, Ty Morgo. He's a very good operator, that's for sure. But that is the same with pretty much every single driver in this series. Very good operators. Very smooth through turn one. Now, they're allowed to use the pit lane over the yellow line tonight because you don't have to pit in. If there was a mandatory pit stop, we'll be taking that track limit, back in. But as of tonight, it's excluded from this because no mandatory pit stop required. In real life, if you go over that line, you get pinged, but tonight, no, we'll let the drivers do it. Gives everyone a bit more room heading into turn one as well. Very deep under brakes there from Ty Morgo. He gets it pulled up perfectly though. Lost the rear ever so slightly there, and he's went out wide. He's going to have a narrow entry at the hairpin. Really sacrifices lap time out. Lost a bit of time there on exit. It's a 1:16.920, and that's the same time, well, maybe 1/1000th off of someone awesome's time in practice. So this is going to be extremely close from these two. Someone awesome P2, 1:17.5. See what he's got for his second lap. Tyres might be more settled on this lap compared to the other lap. The temps will be where you need them. Putting everything on the line. Morningstar Mike with 1:18.9 P3 and Heck with a 1:19.1 in P4. See what someone awesome's got for us. Can he gain that 6 temps? Because at this stage, looks like a very smooth lap and it's on the edge. We've got a car up ahead. I don't know if this is an outlap. to be a bit of weaving, so maybe shouldn't be too worried at this stage. Should be alright. So an awesome, very perfect for the last sector, I'd say. Does it show on the board? Ty Morgo improves with 1:16.6. And so an awesome with a 1:16.2. He's picked Ty Morgo by 4 tenths. So we've got Carmichael and Exo on pit lane. We're on board with Morningstar Mike now, who's just exited the first sector. He's in the mid sector now. See what he's got in store. So P3 is Heck, so he's moved up with a 1:18.4. Now it's Morningstar Mike's turn. It might be a slowdown for that, I'm not too sure. Very loose in the rear. Someone awesome had a very stable car through the last sector. And coincidentally, it was also driving the Ford GT, so might be setup based in terms of the car stability there. So no improvement there from Morningstar Mike. The Chapo's in the mid sector. We'll see what he's got in store in the Chevy. He's got Carmichael up ahead. Carmichael might be on an outlap. Seems to be up to speed already. I think Carmichael scraped the wall back there. And Machapo's lost the rear. He's one of the drivers to not hold on to it tonight. See if this is a proper lap from Carmichael, but I don't think it is. It is not. Now what does this do for Black Wildcats? He hasn't recorded the time yet. So that's also an outlap. And Exo in pit lane. So we'll go on board with Carmichael. He's at the fountain. A lot of understeer. He lost a lot of mid-corner speed due to that. Seems to be got a good exit back there. It's in every bit of road. Don't want to end up in the tyre bundle there, and he almost clips it, but that was a good exit. Considering it's qualifying, you have to put everything on the line this one lap. So there's been no improvement at the top yet. Morningstar Mike's in pit lane, Machapo's exited pit lane. So we'll see what this does for Carmichael. Seems to exit pretty well at the hairpin. So 1:19.8 from Carmichael. Black Wildcats is about to finish a lap. He's in the Chevy. He goes up in the P3 of a 1:17.6. Almost clipped the wall there. Very deep under brakes. We're going to stay on board for this lap because it looks on the edge at this stage. Very smooth as well. Not overdriving it. And what has happened there? The Chapo was parked in the middle of the track there. I'm not sure what happened. Now, Heck, I reckon, has come out from an outlap, and he's clipped the wall at the hairpin. He's going to sacrifice a lot of exit speed. See what happens here. Can he improve on that 1:18.4? Needs to find 8 attempts to do so to improve. Chapo coming out of the pit lane there. Smooth. About to exit the first sector now. Very smooth through the exit, heading into sector 2. Really making use of the engine. What's happened here? That was Ty Morgo back there. Must have spun out on cold tyres. Exo's back in pit lane, so Machapo and Exo both haven't recorded the time yet, and we've only got 10 minutes to go. So we're almost in crunch time. But just to point out, we are in crunch time in terms of the championship, because we're in the last 3 rounds, and there's everything to play for now because it's very close at the top, and those drop rounds will be taken out soon, so they'll have full indication of what they have to do, because the points will be where they should be after this round. So Machapo started a hot lap, I think. See how he gets it pulled up. Slightest bit wide at the chicane. So it's at the first sector now. Going slightly wide around a few of these corners. Might cost a little bit of time for the Chapo. But like Angry Old Fella, he's a very good operator in the Chevy. It's unfortunate that Angry Old Fella can't make it tonight either, but this will be his drop round. So doesn't really lose anything out of this round. But hopefully he comes back next week for the second of the 3 endurance races. The last 2 races are the endurance events, so that will round out the championship, and then we'll head into a brand new championship, which will be a V8 Supercars series. Haven't finalised the tracks yet, but got some sort of an idea of how we're going to do the points, and, how we're going to do the events. Chapo, he's gone into P6 for 1:18.9. So Someone Awesome has improved on that lap time by 2/10, so he's looking very quick. Now, does Ty Morgo have anything in response to that? I reckon the Ford GT is going to thrive at Long Beach tonight. Got 8 minutes left. Right front lock up there, only slightest bit. Still got it pulled up quite perfectly. Car looked pretty good for the last sector there for Ty Morgo. And I spoke too soon. He's clipped the exit of the hairpin corner. So the second, the fourth, they're all in pit lane. Morningstar Mike about to finish a lap, and this is the sector he's really struggling in at this stage. There's a lot of time to be gained out of the last sector for Morningstar Mike. Might be car balance that is stuffing him around, because he's been relegated back to P6, because Machapo's went up to P4 for 1:18.2, and he looks to be going even faster. Getting a lot of curb at turn 1, very unusual. But for Machapo to improve, he needs to find at least a second and a bit, because Black Wildcats is the next car that's also on the 16s. And he's recently gone into a 16.9. So the top 3 guys all in the 16s. Very fast paced tonight, and like I said, I reckon pole is going to be a 16 flat. I said that in practice, and at this stage that prediction is coming true, unless Someone Awesome can manage to scrape into the 15s, or even Ty Morgo might tip Someone Awesome by the slightest of margins. We don't know at this stage. We've still got 6 minutes to play. Everyone's out on track now. So is this an improvement from the Chapo? He's on pit straight now. No improvement. Morningstar Mike improves. Goes up in the P4 over 1:17.8. He was following the Chevy of the Chapo. You can see in front, and he's lost the rear there, Morningstar Mike. Going forward with Heck, he's in the mid sector. He's got someone behind him. That is before GT of Someone Awesome. Black Wildcats has got a one-place grid penalty, apparently exceeding track limits. I think that will be the pit lane exit. Someone Awesome had to use the escape road there. Broke way too late. So this will be Ty Morgo's hot lap. Very deep under brakes. Does he get it turned in? He does. Very perfect through the first and second corner. Does he get pulled up? Yes, he does. Very deep under brakes through this section of the track. He's going to have to put a total commitment lap together just to get past Someone Awesome. We know it is possible from the pace of Ty Morgo. And our newcomer tonight, Black Wildcats, he's in P3, so he's showing a fair bit of pace at this stage. He's in the pits. He might have one more shot at it as well, Black Wildcats. Machapo's also on pit lane. I'm sure they'll both come out to have at least another crack. Oh, went wide, but the first lap in the last sector. Really struggling in the last sector for Ty Morgo. See if this improves. It does not. So we'll go on board with Heck, who's coming out the hairpin, and this was his hot lap. See what this puts him. He's in P6, so he can still gain a lot of places. No improvement. We'll stay on board for this lap. Not going as deep on the brakes as everyone else in turn 1. Very smooth. On the rev limiter. This could be a sneaky lap here from Heck if he can hold it together. Got to find at least a second and a bit just to get into the top 3 to get at least a couple points. The top 3, they're blitzing away from the rest of the pack. All in the 16s to top 3. There's Carmichael off to the right. Heck could move up a couple of positions here. Main straight now, see if it improves, and it does. It puts him up in the P4 for 1:17.8. He's 2 100ths ahead of Morningstar Mike. Well, does Morningstar Mike have a response to that? Someone Awesome has made it into the 15 barrier with a 1:15.8. Awesome pace from him. So in regards to who's got to respond here, Ty Morgo's going to respond to Someone Awesome. Morningstar Mike's going to respond to Heck. It's all to play for in round 6 of the GTE Sunday Series. Top 2 in the championship. Both 1 and 2. Third place in the championship not here tonight in Angry. We have P4 and Morningstar Mike currently in P5. I think P5 in the championship's Heck, and he's in P4. So Ty Morgo had to abort that lap there. Morningstar Mike, he's in the last sector, doesn't get it pulled up a bit better this time. He does. Very deep on the brakes, heading to the hairpin. It's a decent exit. Is this going to be enough? It is. He moves up in the P4, and Heck momentarily goes back up in the P4. So Morningstar Mike was in P4 for 2 seconds, and then Heck relegated him back to P5. So Morningstar Mike, he's got another lap left. Heck, Morningstar Mike is done. Go on board with Carmichael. So very good form past 3 weeks, Carmichael. He's the only Aston Martin in the field, so he's doing very good in regards to, I guess, more of a privateer team for Aston Martin. The only one there, so not a lot of setup guidance for him. We've got 10 seconds left in this qualifying session, and at this stage it looks like someone awesome's going to go pole. None of his close contenders are out on track, nor can they get out and get around in time to start another lap. So pole position, by the looks of it, is going to someone awesome. And it's quite comfortable as well, with a 6/10 margin. Carmichael, no improvement. That's from Chapo. He's still got one more lap here. Got Exo and PA. He's on a 1:19.8. He's 4 seconds off the pace, but qualifying pace and race pace is completely different. So might see a charge through the pack from the two guys in Exo. Carmichael maybe. Chapo's also in that picture there. He's got good race pace, and the Chapo goes into the tyre bundle. The exit heading into the back straight. That could have stuffed up his chances of getting over Morningstar Mike. And it looks like he's returning the pit lane. So that is qualifying done. Someone awesome. Another pole position with a 1:15.8. Wicked pace from him. Black Wildcats and Heck both have a 1-place grid penalty, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Morningstar, Ty Morgo P2, Black Wildcats P3, Heck P4, Morningstar Mike P5, Chapo P6, Carmichael P7, and Exorcist P8. So we're getting right into this one. So Morningstar Mike gets the 3 points. I mean, he gets the 2 points rather for P3. Just didn't know how it worked there. But obviously, Black Wildcats has lost 1 place and Hex lost 1 place. So they've been relegated down 1 place each. And that's put Morningstar Mike 2 spots up from where he was meant to start. And because of that, Black Wildcats missed out on the prime opportunity to get his first points in the GTE Sunday Series. So we still got a minute to go here. So hopefully your favourite driver's where you think they're going to be tonight. Someone awesome, Ty Morgo, both favourites of the series, I guess, from the fans. We've had a high from Anthony Kurzweil. Come on, Ty Morgo from Sean. He's pointy. We got Mick and Exo from Darren. Thanks for commenting on the stream, Darren. Hopefully either Mick or Exo can get a good result for you, mate. So we'll see what round 6 of the GTE Sunday Series has in store tonight. It's going to be a ripper. Top 2 in the championship starting front row. And here we go. Lights on from someone awesome. Here we go. Revving up the engines. We're about to go green. And we're green for round 6 of the GTE Sunday Series. Good start from Ty Morgo. Very good start. He's going to have the inside running heading into turn 1. Going blue Morningstar Mike, who's got a good view of this. Is Ty Morgo going to get it up the inside? He does. And there's a little bit of contact. But someone awesome holds on into P1. Awesome stuff. Morningstar Mike slightly back from these front 2. He scraped the wall there, and he's had a lot of understeer. And he scraped the wall and exit as well once again. So Heck is right behind Morningstar Mike. Black Wildcats further back. The Chapo right behind Black Wildcats. We've got Carmichael. And then we got EXO. So there's your two favourite drivers, Darren. 7th and 8th respectively. So we'll go back to the front. Ty Morgo really applying the pressure to someone awesome. These two are fighting for the championship at this stage. So everything to play for between these two. They must win tonight. Even Morningstar Mike, he needs to win tonight to keep himself in realistic contention. Even a podium will do him some good, but he needs to gain some points on the front two in the championship. Tom Morgo, 3 attempts down, 4 attempts down on someone awesome. So we're going through the mid-pack here. So something's happened to EXO. Something happened to him at turn 1. He may have lit up the rears and lost the rear of the car. Carmichael looking a bit unsettled in the Aston Martin. Machapo trying to chase down Black Wildcats, and we've got to go to the front. Apologies there, because this battle isn't stopping between the top two in the championship. Ty Morgo and someone awesome. They're going to put on a show tonight. They've done it the past 3 weeks. We expect no less tonight. Both on the edge at the moment. That's racing though. You got to make sure that you win every bit of the race, whether that will be on track, off track, mentally, physically. You got to win every aspect to win the race. So, Morningstar Mike with blistering pace. He was 8 tenths quicker than the front two guys last lap. And he's playing himself into this battle as well. So a 3-way battle for the lead. Morningstar Mike really putting it all on the line tonight. He's trying to move up in the championship standings, and he's trying to keep himself within a realistic chase for the championship. Remember, he came second in the last Sunday series in the Clio Cup. He was pipped by Pointy, first Sunday series champ. And he's supporting Ty Morgo tonight. Let's hope for a clean start at turn 1. Sorry I didn't see that DGS7, but yeah, it was relatively clean. I'm quite surprised that someone awesome and Ty Morgo didn't actually rotate either of themselves around, because that was on the edge. And that's why those two are both in the top 2 of the championship, because they are willing to put everything on the line in turn 1. So the pace has been upped by someone awesome in Ty Morgo last lap. Both further back in the field. The Chapo's chasing down Heck. Black Wildcats a little bit further back from the Chapo. Something's happened to Carmichael as well, because he's pretty far down the order now. EXO leaving pit lane, so he's a lap down. Really struggling in the Ferrari. This is awesome stuff by the front two guys. Remember, they don't have to pit in tonight, but if they do, they will be on newer tyres. But if the guy in front doesn't pit in, then you're pretty much going to have no hope of catching up unless you pit in at the right time. So Ty Morgo, 8 tenths down from the lead. Someone awesome, really breezing through tonight. Ty Morgo was last week's winner, so both someone awesome and Ty Morgo, 2 wins apiece. And then Morningstar Mike is our 3rd race winner. He's had a single race win in a season opener at Sugo a few weeks ago. Well over a month ago now, actually. So the form's dropped off a little bit for Morningstar Mike, but he's slowly getting back to where he was. And as for Ty Morgo, he started off relatively good. He had two P4s in a row. He was spewing with himself that Sugo. He really had the opportunity to get on the podium, but he's redeemed himself from those two results, and he's consistently seeing himself on either the top step or at least on the podium, the very minimum. So he's got very good pace as of recently. Someone awesome. He's in that picture as well. Even though someone awesome missed out in the first round, that will count as someone awesome's drop round. So realistically, not losing points from the drop round is someone awesome. So the drivers are keeping it relatively clean, and they seem to be getting in a groove now. So we're on lap 6. It's going pretty fast. Time Walker really trying to keep to the back of someone awesome. Morningstar Mines lost a little bit of time in the front two guys. Chapo sitting comfortably in P4, maybe not. He's got pressure of heck behind him. Now we're going to stay on board with this battle because this is going to shape up into something even before the middle stages of the race. We're on minute 37, so that means 37 minutes to go. Still a lot to play for. And these two looking to put everything on the line earlier on. Chapo, a bad exit. And something's happened to Exo, because Exo isn't on the timing. So Exo isn't in. And Heck has rotated around. He's clipped the inside wall, but lucky to keep it pretty much straight. Time Orgo still trying to chip into that lead of someone awesome. So out of these two, they're chasing for their third win of the season. And whoever gets this third win will realistically have the championship lead heading into the two Enduros. I even had a look at the drop rounds, and when we drop the rounds, Time Orgo goes back into P2. Someone awesome jumps up into P1. So for Time Orgo, he's going to have to win the race tonight if he wants to maintain that championship lead. Two high caliber drivers. They work very well, very good operators in these GTE vehicles. Don't have a relative form guide for the V8 supercars, but we might have to do a pre-season round this time around for them, because they are like dogs to control. Front left lock up from Tom Morgo. Shows how deep under brakes he's really going. At this stage in this Sunday league, they do have traction control available, but as for the V8 supercars, they will have neither ABS nor traction control or stability control available for their use, so they're going to have to get used to it pretty fast. For those that do use traction control, it's going to be a learning curve. But for those that don't, it's going to be relatively easy to adapt. Now, I'm not sure how many drivers are not using traction control in this series, because it's a choice. It's not mandatory you go with traction control, but it is recommended. So Time Morgo trying to keep on the tail of someone awesome. Morningstar Mike, he's moved a little bit further back, so he's losing little bits of time here and there to the leaders. Heck is in P4. Machapo chasing down Heck. Machapo's in P5. Black Wildcat's in P6, so what's happened to him? He's lost a lot of pace from the front runners. We've got Carmichael on P7. And he's almost a lap down. So we're back on board. Ty Morgo, he's chasing down someone awesome. A little bit of exit oversteer there for Ty Morgo. This is going to be a very close battle to the end. Just to update everyone, this week we've got the first round of the GT5 Big Bash Series. As far as I know, it's this week. So be sure to tune in this Wednesday night. Be sure it's 8 o'clock Australian Central Daylight Time. So I'll keep you up to date with that. I'll double check that at the end of this race. So the front two guys really blitzing away from Morningstar Mike, because he's lost a couple more seconds just on that lap alone. Front two guys recording consistent 17s, and Ty Morgo has rotated. He's lost the rear. He's lost the rear of the car, and that might invite Morningstar Mike to get onto his tail. So as for Ty Morgo, he'll be out of sync now. The GT5s, they're very good to drive, and they're very easy. So I reckon there'll be a lot of quick guys in that league. It doesn't matter, how quick you are in, the hardest driving car in this game. Anyone can be very good at the GT5s, and that's what I personally like about the GT5 series is, it's always going to be close. So yeah, very good point there, DGS7. Very good point. I'll try to make it that way. If I had the choice to host the Renault Clios again, I would. But I don't want to double up. I want to keep this series, quite diverse in the sense of, what we race. And it's fair to say that, obviously, the Renault Clio series, it really contends with the GT5 series if you want excitement as well. So we got someone in the wall there. I think that's the Aston Martin, the Carmichael. And as for the GT5 series, it will be close because they're all sprint races. So, and there's reverse grids as well. So the guys that win in the first race, they're going to have to charge through the pack in the second. So there's a whole lot of different features in that championship. So a lot more to be excited about right there. So Morningstar Mike, he's going to have to catch up to Ty Morgo. Heck is on the back straight now, and that is Carmichael. Aston Martin ahead of him. Black Wildcats, a newcomer tonight, but he looked at a very good pace earlier on, but he seems to be struggling in race trim. The Chapo is right behind Heck, so this is the battle to watch out for now. This is really starting to heat up, and we're only 15 minutes in, so that's a third of the way through the race done. Still not in the closing stages. Chapo won't be able to make a move up here. Too far back to do so. Can go a lot deeper on the brakes. He does. Gets right behind Heck. A little bit of extra oversteer. Very smooth accelerator input. So Avs with Darren, XL is out of this race, so you got to rely on Mick now, Carmichael. He's looking in a bad space in P7. He's had 3-4 placings in a row. That streak at this stage doesn't look like it's going to continue, but he's got very good pace. He could make a comeback if he keeps it straight with a damaged car. that's Carmichael up ahead. He's going to have to let the traffic through, and he does so. Very good sportsmanship from him. Identifying it early, so he can just get it done and dusted, so he can get back into his ribbon. As for the Chapo and Heck, their battle goes on. Chapo, is he going to lose the rear? He does. And he's got Carmichael caught up in that as well. Very unfortunate for Carmichael. Wrong place at the wrong time. Morningstar Mike, he seems to be gaining a little bit of ground on Ty Morgo. So, as for Ty Morgo, his rear tyres still might be at a very high temperature. So, he might be struggling because of that. So, top two in the championship, still 1 and 2 respectively. And as for someone awesome, when we take out the drop rounds, he'll have the lead of the championship at this stage. So Ty Morgo, he's losing a lot of time to someone awesome. It's not going to help his championship aspirations. But he's still relatively close behind the lead of the championship. He's still extremely close, so... But as a driver, you would want to have the advantage heading into the 2 endurance rounds. I know if I was in his shoes, I would want the advantage coming out of this round. Because I don't want to feel like that all the pressure is on me to put everything on the line. So that's why I'd want to be in the box seat in P1 in the championship. Even if it's a 1 point lead, it changes your mentality. It gives you a clear head when you're racing. Morningstar Mike on the edge there, and he's really making ground on Ty Morgo. And as for Ty Morgo, if Morningstar Mike gets past him, that makes winning the championship even more difficult. So last lap, Ty Morgo and Morningstar Mike equaled each other. Someone Awesome's 3 tenths quicker than P2 and P3. And then the rest of the field are getting 20s and above. Heck is in P4, and he seemed to gotten a very hefty lead in front of the Chapo since the rear end spun out on the Chapo. Black Wildcats in P6. Just really unexpected there. He had blistering pace in qualifying, really contending with the top guys. Remember, he's a newcomer in the series. Block up there from Morningstar Mike. I reckon this battle is going to start to heat up soon. That's why I'm staying on board. Where is the Porsche Scraffy? I didn't read that, Anthony Kurzweil, but he's not racing tonight. Not sure what's happening there. So Morningstar Mike last lap, 3 tenths quicker. He was 2 tenths quicker than Someone Awesome. So as for the guys behind Someone Awesome, they look to be making a little bit of pace now in comparison to Someone Awesome. Scrape of the wall on exit for Morningstar Mike. So Morningstar Mike putting everything on the line. He's fighting for a championship as well. I might quickly switch over to the point scenario here. Just going to give you a rough reference of what we're going to be going through. So, at the moment, we swap Ty Morgo and Someone Awesome. Someone Awesome is going to be P1, Ty Morgo is going to be P2. And we swap Morningstar Mike and Angry. with each other. So realistically, the top four, they're going to change. As for the points, they should still be relatively close. So we can't discount any of the mid contenders as well. They're still in contention, but they're going to have to make up some pace in the last 2 rounds of the championship. Got to remember, 40 points for a race win. So double points for finishing position in the race. We still have the 6, 4, and 2 points offered for qualifying. And then we have the 1 point still offered for fastest lap. So you're realistically looking at a maximum of 47 points achievable in 1 round of an endurance event. So if you count that, we got 87, we got 94 points up for grabs. So if you're within 94 points after this round, you're still in contention for the championship. And I think after this round, it's gonna completely cut off a few of the guys, and we've got another retirement, Carmichael. I still offer points for them turning up. Really good that, you know, we have drivers that are committed to the series. I do not want to exit. So Ty Morgo, he's 8 seconds adrift from someone awesome, but last lap 1.3 seconds faster. So Ty Morgo gaining a lot of ground on someone awesome. Hopefully we have a bigger grid next week. I want to crack the double figures once again. I'm trying to organise something for the Supercard series to sort of combine leagues with another league that are looking to host the Supercard series. The only problem is with that there, we might have to go more than 8 rounds. So, and we'll more likely have a mid-season break. I have to organise something there. But if we want to see 16 drivers on the grid, I think that's the way to go in terms of the Sunday night league. Is to sort of find other leagues that struggle for numbers and combine them together and have a mega league, if you will. And hopefully we get a couple more new guys as well. Project Cars 2, it's life is about to come to an end when the new Project Cars comes out. It hasn't been confirmed when it will come out, but it is confirmed to be coming out. So I'm not sure when that is. But when it does, hopefully for Supercars, they have the Commodore. Because of that deal with Codemasters, I'm pretty sure Codemasters has the rights to have the Commodore in the game. So hopefully they implement that in, so we have a Ford versus Holden. But when we talk about Holden, you know, in the past week, they are no longer as of 2021. So very unfortunate there, even though I'm talking Ford versus Holden. But we can still have a classic Ford versus Holden on the game, hopefully. That will make a lot of people happy in terms of the Project Cars community. The Aussie Project Cars community, that is, because we've been complaining for years about this since Project Cars 1. You've got the Ford Falcon, why don't you have the Holden Commodore? And now it is well and truly possible. And the timing is sort of screwed up here with Ty Morgo. He's 9 seconds down now, so last lap he lost 8 tenths. Morningstar Mike, he gained on Ty Morgo by 2 tenths. So, as for Morningstar Mike, he's slowly keeping himself up there with the front guys. And that's good for his chances in the championship. Although, winning the race is probably of higher priority of Morningstar Mike's. A podium at this stage is a good salvage of points. So He's really committed to winning the championship. Like I mentioned before, he was shy of points in the last championship. He came P2 in the Renault Clio Cup Series. And he still sees himself in contention for the GTE Sunday Series. So there's a lot to play for. And then you got Heck in P5 in the championship. He's missed out on a round, so he's going to lose no points when we drop the worst feature round. So that could put him up a couple positions maybe. I'm not sure. He was on, I think, 89 points, 89 or 85. I'm not too sure. It's either or. But either way, he's got a hefty amount of points. And even though we're going to be dropping that worst feature round, he's going to keep all those points because he's missed out on one round. I hear a car go past on the other side in mid-sector. So Heck, he's keeping it clean. Chapo further back, and we've got Black Wildcats further back from the Chapo. So as for Morningstar Mike, he's got 17 minutes to make ground on Ty Morgo, but then it's the same for Ty Morgo. He's got 17 minutes to make ground on someone awesome, so that roughly is half a second a minute that Ty Morgo has to gain on someone awesome. But as for Morningstar Mike, it's more realistic for him to get on the tail of Ty Morgo and set up a move in the closing minutes of the race. We'll wait and see what happens. Morningstar Mike very deep on the brakes. Broke a bit early and then rectified that by taking the foot off the brake. Very smooth through the first sector. I think the best sector for Morningstar Mike is the first sector. But it's his last sector that really kills him. A lot of oversteer on exit around a few of these corners. That is slightly costly for Morningstar Mike. Almost lost the rear there. Had to position himself quite awkwardly. Hopefully with our, obviously the GT5 series this week and our upcoming Supercars Sunday series, hopefully the racing is a lot closer. I'm going to try and figure out what we're going to do, whether we're going to have default setups for the Supercars, but then I've got to keep into account the default setup is going to force them to run hard tyres, and we know that they're very slippy, so I might have to give them customizable setups for that, but they're quite hard cars to get a perfect setup with. When we talk about driver setup, as for the supercars, it's more so driver preference. There's a few categories like the GTE, even GT3s, you know, because they do a lot of endurance racing, they're built to suit various driving styles with one setup. So, but with the supercars, one setup may work for one person, but it won't work for another. So that's an added complexity to what is to come in the next series. As for the GT5 series, I think that's default setup, so it's basically go in, race, wherever you finish is where you finish. You have obviously no power in what your setup is. There is loopholes around changing the brake bias, so if you set the dial, this is specifically for G29s, G920s, the Logitech wheel. If you use the spin dial and you bind that to increase and decrease brake bias with non-customizable setups, you can find the loophole for that and change that around. So drivers got to keep that in mind as well. They still got a little change that they can make to the car, and in the GT5s that's a relatively big change, because that affects the stability of the car on corner entry and corner exit. we've got 14 minutes to go. There's no close battle at this stage. I'm hoping something forms in the next 5 minutes or so, because we've been on board with Morningstar Mike for quite a while. We'll go on board with Heck. We'll see what his lap times are doing. Last lap was a 120 flat, so the top three are in the 18s. And as for fastest lap time, it's definitely well and truly in the 117s. But who that goes to at this stage, I do not know. So I won't find out to the end of the race. Black Wildcats, newcomer tonight. He had very good pace in qualifying, but really struggling in race trim. So very unfortunate for him. Still getting points for tonight. It's very good. And considering he joins us in round 6, the guys that he's racing against have obviously tremendous amounts of experience by now in these cars. So they're perfect operators in these GTE cars right now. So that's another thing that doesn't play into his hands. He's going to try and get up the speed very quick. The lock up from Heck set him out wide at the chicane. So Heck is doing consistent lap times, consistently in the 20s. And Morningstar Mike, he's right behind Ty Morgo now. So this is what I've been waiting for. And I'm sure that's what you've all been waiting for as well, is a paddle to form. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon, but by the looks of it, Morningstar Mike has got a lot better straight line speed than Ty Morgo. I'm not sure if there's any damage on Ty Morgo's car, or if he's running a lot more aero. Now they both locked up there. It's everything to play for right now between these two. Wait and see what happens. Morningstar Mike, is he going to make a move down the inside? He's not. He's going to hang it down the outside. He's going to try to do the crisscross. Is he not? No. So Ty Morgo really under pressure and really trying to defend now. That's all he can do. Looking to have no pace whatsoever in the Ferrari. It's extraordinary stuff by these two. They're still going at it. So this battle isn't going to end anytime soon. Well, for me, I hope not. Ty Morgo seems to be getting a bit of understeer. Might have a bit of steering arm damage, I reckon. It seems to be very slow in the mid corners. So took a lot of curb there, Ty Morgo. Morningstar Mike is really applying the pressure at this stage. When you're behind someone like this, you've got to assess where you can make the move. And I think as for Morningstar Mike, that's probably what he's doing. And I reckon it's in the first or mid sector is where he can get it done, from what I've seen. Morningstar Mike just showing the nose a little. Showing Ty Morgo that he's there. Is Ty Morgo locked up? Morningstar Mike, is he going to get a better exit? No. But he's in the slipstream. He's got a bit of lap traffic up ahead. So who is going to win out of this battle between Ty Morgo and Morningstar Mike? I cannot call it at this stage, but you guys, Ty Morgo, he's done the same mistake as he did when he was behind someone awesome. And as for Ty Morgo, that championship lead is going to be diminished, and he's going to be on the other end of where he doesn't want to be in the championship. He wants to be the championship leader, but after that, he's got a lot of ground to make up come next week. So, a very costly mistake from him. Very unfortunate there, but he's still got a lot of time to catch up the Morningstar Mike and take that P2 right away from him. So, as this series has showed us, it's very unpredictable. So the quick guys sometimes make costly mistakes, and that really favours other drivers. And as for Ty Morgo, he'll be really kicking himself for that, because he's made that mistake twice. He's braking a lot earlier now, heading into turn 1. So he's still gaining ground on Morningstar Mike, because Morningstar Mike's going to contend with lap traffic here. He's got past 1, but who's up ahead? I think that's Machapo, because that was Black Wildcats there, and it is Machapo because he's 2 seconds in front of Black Wildcats. So we got 2 battles going on here, a lap car battle and a battle for the podium. So a few lockups here. So this is really helping Ty Morgo out. Another lockup from Ty Morgo. Seems to be really struggling on those tyres. Black Wildcats pretty much doing the same thing as what Ty Morgo did. Synchronised drifting is what they call it. See if Black Wildcats gets out of the way here, and I think he will. He might brake earlier, and he does. It's good for Ty Morgo, but now he's got to get past Machapo. We can't get an overtake done here, so it's going to have to be done down the main straight, the back straight, heading into sector 2. It's very awkward in the first sector to let people pass. There's a bit of leeway there because of that, but it is mandatory that if they're right behind you head into the second sector, that's when you let them go past. So at this stage, we're going to jump on board Black Wildcats because this is the battle for P5. Black Wildcats, he's going to try to send it down the inside, but he's backed out of it. It's a Chevy battle here. Black Wildcats really shoving it in behind Chapo. Really applying the pressure. Trying to get into his head mentally. It's what causes mistakes on the racetrack. Is Black Wildcat's going to send it down the inside? No, he isn't, because Machapo goes defensive. So one line groove in the first sector. So Machapo relatively safe for now. But if he makes a mistake at this corner up here, he might be in danger. And he's in danger now because Black Wildcat's got a better exit. Can't block now, but he can make his life hard on the dirty side of the track. But Black Wildcats gets it to a stop. Awesome move by Black Wildcats to get that done. And Machapo still right behind Black Wildcats after that. Black Wildcats losing the rear slightly. So we've got 2 good battles going on here. And as for our championship contenders, Morningstar Mike and Ty Morgo. Right, Machapo getting it down the inside of Black Wildcats because he made a mistake. But he's let out at the throttle there, Machapo. Is he going to try and make a move down turn 1? I would say he's a little bit too far back. But anything's possible. He's going to try. He only shows the nose. Black Wildcats, he goes wide once again. His tyres might be shredded. We have to go back on board with Black Wildcats. Won't be able to make a move like last time. He doesn't have the exit speed. He's going to try it, but he backs out of it. And the Chapo locking up, but Black Wildcats rotates. It is unfortunate for him. He's had wicked pace in qualifying. Not transferring to the race. Race trim seems to be a bit off for Black Wildcats. Time Orgo, he's 3 seconds behind Morningstar Mike. So last lap, Morningstar Mike, he was 3 tenths faster than Time Orgo. He got so awesome, just taking this race away, driving like he stole it. He's set 17 seconds ahead of Morningstar Mike, and it's a very dominant performance from him. That is for sure. There is 2 minutes to go. But this battle for P2, I don't think is done yet. His tyre deck will be ready for these drivers. Pitted in tonight. And they don't have to, because there's no mandatory pit stop. They will have to next week, heading into the second endurance round out of 3. So we've already had Bathurst. Who will be the next endurance winner? That is the question. So awesome will pip Time Orgo of most race wins in this season so far. So at this